What's going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about a film that's going to be coming out right around Valentine's Day. The film that a lot of people are super excited about, and one that I'm actually excited about as well. Deadpool starring Ryan Reynolds. This movie is going to be awesome. At least by the trailers that I've seen, it looks like it's going to be really, really awesome. And Deadpool is one of those characters that usually isn't portrayed well on screen. In the Wolverine movie, they actually had Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, but it was not Deadpool. His mouth was sewed up, and it was just a very, very lame rendition of the character. And so Deadpool is known, if people don't know, Deadpool is a comic book character who's known for breaking the third wall. He'll be in the middle of talking to a villain or an action sequence, and he's known to look at the screen or at the reader, whoever's reading the comic book, and he'll interact with you and talk to you because he knows that you're actually reading a book with him in it, or you're watching a film. People who played Deadpool on the last generation consoles know exactly what I'm talking about. He's known for turning at the screen, grabbing sound mics and pulling them in and speaking directly to you. He's a character that has this crazy ability to bridge universes. That's like the best way I can describe it. So he's a really weird character, and he has this ability that really no other character has, and that's one thing I really enjoy about Deadpool. So one of the promotional things that they've been doing with this film as of late, because it's coming out, I think, 2 days before Valentine's Day, they have changed a lot of the theatrical posters to reflect this movie as a rom-com or as a romantic film, kind of like The Notebook. They've got this one, which says True Love Never Dies with Ryan Reynolds, and it looks like one of those films that you would actually traditionally go see on Valentine's Day with your significant other. And so I was actually in the Kind of Funny earlier today. Actually, my wife, she's the one who posted this image in that group, and she made a comment about it, and she was basically laughing. She was telling all the guys, you know, use this poster, show it to your girlfriend or your wife, and ask them if they'd like to go out with you and see it on Valentine's Day. It's kind of a funny gag, and a lot of people were actually doing it. I'm actually making this video because I got into a heated debate with a few young ladies and a guy or two on this Facebook group who are totally against even using this poster as a prank. And so for me, I speak my mind. If I feel a certain way about something, as long as I'm not disrespecting a person and not disrespecting me, I don't have any issue having intelligent dialogue, conversation back and forth, and that's pretty much what we did. But the thing was, at the end of the day, a lot of these people who were in this closed group had major issues with people even using this type of poster to kind of play a gag on their significant other. And there were some ladies saying that, you know, honesty is the number one policy in a relationship, that showing a poster like this is really betraying the trust of your girlfriend or your wife, because if a woman doesn't want to see a film and you make her go see that film, it's really, really bad for your relationship. So even my wife was chiming in throughout this Facebook post and just saying, hey, it's kind of a gag, it's kind of a joke, you really shouldn't take it that serious. And I felt the same way. I felt like this is something that if you are a light-hearted person, you like to have a good time, you like to play, you like to prank, this would be something that you could do to your girlfriend or your wife. But the caveat is she'd have to be a person who's receptive to that type of environment. And so I was trying to convey that through texting on my phone, and trying to basically let these people know everybody's not like you. A lot of these girls were saying, oh my God, if he did this to me, it would be so over, blah, blah, blah. And for me, I was like, well, that's probably because you don't have the best personality, that you can't understand a prank like that for a character like this in a film like this. Now, I could understand if the actual film, The Notebook, had guns pulled out on the cover of the poster with a guy running up and down the street killing somebody, and then you go to see The Notebook and it's some crazy love story. But Deadpool is a little bit different just because of the crazy power that this guy has to break through those walls. And so for me, a poster like this made perfect sense for Deadpool and the Deadpool universe, and a lot of people just didn't get that. So basically, I'm making this video because I want to know from you, my viewers, my fans, my subscribers, what are your thoughts on using this as propaganda for the film? Now, keep in mind, I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that I condone other films using this to lure in people in the theaters. But this is Deadpool, and it's kind of his thing. Deadpool can actually do these kind of things. And so, for one thing, it made sense to me that Deadpool would actually have posters like this. For another thing, I think it would be fun if my wife actually pranked me like that on Valentine's Day, because I'm a pretty cool cat. If she did that to me, I'd probably laugh and say, oh shit, you got me, that was good. what's the deal with the poster? Why is it like that? Oh, then I watched the movie and understand that this character has some abilities that you don't see in other movies or any kind of medium, and it kind of makes sense for him. And so I stayed in the Facebook group for about an hour talking to a lot of guys. There were some goofy guys in there who were basically saying that, I wouldn't do this to my wife wouldn't understand this, and they were telling me basically I was wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right, but I'm saying I'm right in my situation. So I had to explain to a lot of people in the Facebook group, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people you can't do this kind of shit to. But for me, I can. My wife is absolutely cool. My girl is fun, and we built our relationship based on happiness and playing and gags and stuff like that over the last 7 years. So if I actually played a prank like this on my wife, she'd be really cool with it because she knows the kind of person I am, and I know the kind of person she is. Now, another thing is, if my girl wasn't the way she is, if she had a real dry personality, if she acted like a robot, if when I made a joke or made a prank, she looked at me like I was crazy, that's probably not the kind of woman I would do this joke on. And so everybody doesn't have that kind of personality. I guess it all, like I said on Facebook, I deleted all my comments. I didn't even want to stay there anymore. I was really fueling the fire. And the kind of funny group isn't a place that you want to really fuel fire. It's a place of people who are supposed to be really kind to each other, best friends. And I wanted to keep it that way. I didn't want to bring any drama there. But that's why I'm making my own video about it. It all comes down to your own personal situation. If you have a situation where you're with someone who you can play the prank on, then you know who you are. If you're in a situation with a person who you think if you did the prank, you might have major issues in your relationship, then that's that situation. And maybe you got to look at your relationship if that's the case. I told one of the young ladies I was talking to on Facebook that, you need to get over yourself. If you feel like first of all, the guy's taking you out, all right? Someone's taking you out on Valentine's Day. A lot of people lose sight of the reality of that. Someone is spending their money and their time on me on Valentine's Day. And then I made another point. That Valentine's Day is not always about you. It's not all you. Valentine's Day is supposed to be a situation where it's both of your day. And so if a guy wanted to go spend half of the day or his 2 or 3 hours out of the day doing what he wanted to do and decided to let you tag along and show you this poster and play along with it, and then you guys go see the movie, maybe you didn't like the movie. Maybe you didn't like the poster. But Valentine's Day isn't all about you. So I said a few things to the people in the post to let them reflect on it a little bit. Some of the people got it, some of the people didn't. And that's just the situation of the world, man. Not everyone's going to agree with one person's ideals on anything. But I want to know from you guys, is this something that you would do? Do you think that this is a major problem, using a prank like this for a film like this to lure your significant other out to the movies? If you think it's a bad idea, let me know in the comment section. Sound off, give me real information. I mean, why would this not work for you? Now, if you think that it would work, also let me know. If you have a significant other who you could actually use this prank on and they would actually be receptive to it, let me know, because I know my wife would be receptive to it. She definitely would have. She showed me the picture before I even knew what it was. But that's my situation. You guys let me know in the comment section. Be sure to give a thumbs up and show support for the Beastly Gamer channel, and definitely subscribe. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.